Taehyung was a nerd. He always studied for all the exams and made sure always get a in his exams unlike him. Jungkook, a school bad boy, he had multiple tattoos, he mocked Popel. He had a masculine yet slim body. Taehyung and him were roommates, unlike Jungkook. Taehyung wasn't in smoking and anything like that. He exercised a lot anytime he wanted to rest his brain. He would get the floor and start doing push-ups. It was no deny that Jungkook find him super hot. Taehyung always work out shirtless, and Jungkook made sure he would be there when he is working out. And now Taehyung was angry, which meant more push-ups. He was sweaty, growled which. Any swim he abs were in pain, and his biceps were shaky. The other hand, Jungkook was looking at Taehyung with lustful eyes. He bited his bottom lip and crossed his legs to hide his excitement. Taehyung stood up, which made Jungkook pout. "Why you stop?" Taehyung panted and tried to reach out and grab his water bottle, but Jungkook grabbed it sooner and stepped back. Taehyung frowned as he fixed his glasses on his eyes. He had very bad eyes. "Give it back." But Jungkook was enjoying his anger, so his shook his head. "If you want it so badly, then come and get it." He giggled, and when he tired to pass from him and ran from Taehyung, he grabbed his tatted arm and pinned him on his bedsheets. He was towering Jungkook with that bronze body, those abs and those biceps God he loved. Taehyung grabbed the water bottle and pinned Jungkook's hands together above his head and hold his hands with one hand as he sipped the water. Jungkook tried to get himself free, but goddamn Taehyung was strong. He secretly loved the power Taehyung had over him. "Let me go," he protested weakly. It wasn't real. He loved every single moment he was having with his nerd roommate. But Taehyung turned him around. "Lift your hips for me." Jungkook bited his bottom lip and lifted his hips up for him and waited for Taehyung's next order. Taehyung unbuttoned Jungkook's trousers gently and with his long fingers, and he touched Jungkook's private through his bixers. Jungkook moaned loudly. "Drop the teasing, Taehyung," Jungkook said. But Taehyung's eyes darkened and grabbed his private. Hardly not so hard to hurt him, but hard enough to show Jungkook who was in charge. Jungkook's eyes widened. "Oh God, I'm sorry, he said, and Taehyung's kissed and nibbed his ear. "Good boy," Jungkook shivered. "I am not a good boy," he said, and Taehyung gave him a sharp spank. He flinched and jumped a little. "Hey!" He tried to protest, but he loved it. Taehyung's hand was bug and his fingers were long, that made a fingerprint on his pale ass. "Hush, sweet boy, and count for me." Jungkook nodded and started counting as Taehyung spanking him. His pale ass jiggled with each smack, which made Taehyung smirked. "Such a beautiful view and all mine," he said. He grabbed his hip harshly. "Say it who you belong." Jungkook moaned. "Taehyung im yours." Taehyung smirked. "I will make sure you won't walk for days. You better come with the excuse for uni." He turned him Orion and made him lay on his back. He wanted to see his face when he fucks him. He pulled out his private Jungkook breath. Hatched, he swallowed thickly. His mouth watered when he saw Taehyung. Long, thick manhood. "Taehyung, I don't think I can." He was nervous. Taehyung smiled and kissed his lips gently. "I will be gentle, just trust me." He nodded and took off Taehyung's glasses. He looked way hotter without glasses. 30 minutes later, Taehyung collapsed inside of Jungkook and pulled out gently, and lay next to Jungkook and kissed his forehead. "You okay, baby?" Jungkook was shaking. My legs? I can feel my legs." Taehyung chuckled and gently massaged his belly. "It's okay, baby, it's normal." He kissed his neck, which made Jungkook moan. I can't handle another round." Taehyung chuckled again. "You should rest, baby. I am here and I will be here when you wake up." Jungkook rested his head on Taehyung's masculine chest and kissed his soft hair and gently started cleaning Jungkook with love. Jungkook fell asleep. He was tired because their early activity, but Taehyung was still awake, adoring his tattoos, his soft hair, his pale body that was covered in hickeys and love marks. He smiled. The afterglow looked amazing on him. The thin layer on sweat that made his skin and face shiny, his messy black hair, his breathing sound. The way his chest went up and down. God, he was it to live in this moment forever. Jungkook was his and only his. He wasn't going to share the famous bad boy with anyone. That's why he left so many live marks on his skin, to make sure everyone sees it and understand that Jungkook belonged to him, as Taehyung belonged Jungkook. He promised himself to do anything in his power to make his Jungkook happy and satisfied.